Hey, how you doing? Welcome to our kitchen. This is my niece, Nicole.
Hi.
And this is me again. We're going to fix a dinner tonight. She's here for the evening. And we're going to make it out of leftovers so that you can do it too. And there's a few things you need to have on hand. And this is Miriam. Hi, Mira. Can you say hi? Good. Hi. What we're going to need. Okay, here we are. I have chosen 8 tortillas. Now, when you have a large 8.5 by 11 pan, you would want to cut some in half. And the way I do that is I come and I just cut right through them like this, so that they are, see, like that? So then you have halves and you can fit them in. On this size pan, you don't need that. So we're going to take these for the top. I'm going to do these just like that. Now, I'm going to have Nicole help me by frying these up. Not very heavily fried, but just enough. The crisper they are, I think, are better because what they do is they soften while they're baking. So, no, we're going to have some in a minute. I'm going to turn, watch out, sweetheart, I'm going to turn the fire on. We'll do that. But in the meantime, what we're going to do, look at here. Oh, this is my favorite thing. Remember I told you this was leftover? We're going to take any of the chicken, and you know, like I've told you on other times, I don't like the junk. I like only the good stuff. Oh, it looks like Papa Ron's been in here helping himself. So I pick off, you can also use a chicken breast, you can use a thigh. I've used all kinds of things, but these are actual meat. I'm not taking the fat stuff. And just take a little bits of it. It's awfully good and flavorful when it's been one of these rotisserie chickens. I'm going to pull that leg right off there. See, take some of this meat right out of the back. Take the skin off. I'm not going to use the skin. I did wash my hands, so I have to tell you that. And this is meat here. And I'm just putting it in this pan. And you can use as little or as much as you want.
I want the skin.
You like the skin?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That skin, that's like Max likes the skin, but I don't think the skin is so good. Okay.
I
turn
think
it
the
off for a
skin.
second. Okay, Nicole, tell us what you're doing.
All right. Well, I just put I turned this just some vegetable oil or whatever kind of oil you have onto about 7 or 8 level, and then I just dropped 2 corn tortillas into that. You can do 1 or 2 or however you want to, and then you just leave them in the oil. If the oil's about 1/8 of an inch deep, and just leave them in there for about, I don't know, a couple of minutes until they're crisp.
I forgot to tell you what the name of this dish is. It's called green enchilada casserole. It's been a favorite of our families, and especially for potlucks or going to someone's home or having a group over. You can fix it easily, and it's pretty cheap. And if you keep the green enchiladas on, in your, not enchiladas, you keep the green chilies at home in your cabinet, a cupboard, buy 2 when you buy them, they're not expensive, and a couple of cans of soup, you can always fix it. You need 8 tortillas for the small one and twice that for the large one. Okay, so what we're doing is we're putting the tortillas, we're going to put them right on this paper towel here so they'll drain a little bit. Doesn't matter if they overlap in this pan. In the other pan, here's where I put all the chicken parts that I took apart. We have a lot more chicken parts than I thought. And we're going to add the soup and the chilies and some milk. And that's the last of my milk there. So we're going to do that, and then some cheese. So for green enchilada casserole, we're going to have cheese. It can be yellow cheese, white cheese, but a grated cheese. Something will melt. And the tortillas and the chicken, and we'll go for it. We've got a tired little girl over there. She's ready for dinner. What we did is I chopped up the chicken. Here, I pulled it off the bones, chopped it up. I'm just dumping the whole can of chilies in there. Now, you can get the smaller can. I just happen to have the big one, and I like to use what I've got on hand. So I'm going to open up the... What are you going to do here, Nicole?
Okay, we took a couple of enchiladas and cut them into quarters, and then we are going to fry those up as well to be put on the top.
Okay, to decoration. Okay. You want to get this? I put the soup and the chilies into the pot with the meat, and we're going to add milk, and I forget which one's front. Okay, and I would say that's probably, it's less than a cup, but what you want it to be is saucy. And as I said, there's a lot more chilies in there than normal, than I normally have. We're going to keep these things turned. But when these get crisp, they'll just be a decoration for the top. So you really don't want them to be too crisp because they will crisp in the oven. Oh, that's the other thing we're going to do. We're going to turn on the oven to bake, and I'm going to bake it at 400 because everything is cooked. All it needs to have is it needs to be heated all the way through. So what we're going to do, and Nicole's going to help me in a minute when she finishes getting that together, we're going to put a layer of the tortillas, a layer of the soup, and a layer of cheese that's grated. And as I said, you can use yellow cheese, you can use pre-grated. Now, that's kind of one of my little things. I don't like to spend the money on pre-grated cheese. People say, oh, well, it's just too hard. I mean, really, a cheese grater, okay? That's a cheese grater. All you have to do is grate the cheese, and I think it's saved you quite. I wanted to introduce you to Nicole, too, a little bit. She's my very, very favorite gal. She has lived with us a little bit in the summers when she was growing up in Grass Valley, and she lived back in Ohio, and she's now out in Portland, so we're having fun together, she with her 2 kids. So anyway, Nicole's going to take and make layers, put some of the soup mixture. In fact, I think that probably could be turned off, Nicole. And maybe you want to put it right here. Okay, she's going to take that and put there, and then we're going to put some of the grated cheese. I took a little more than half of what I showed you earlier of the cheese and grated it. So that's about the amount of cheese you'd need. Okay, this is good. You want to put it on there nicely. A little more. And then we're going to go all the way out to the edges. Normally, and I probably should have even on this, is I go out to the edges with a half. You know, so we'll do that. Okay, I'm going to put a little cheese. Now wait just a minute, Nicole. We're going to put another one of these right here and a layer of the soup. Ron helped me do this the other night for company that we had, and Nicole is here for company tonight, so we're doing it again. Jill, this recipe is for you. The cheese will melt and the tortillas will soften. Okay, and here's our, well, I should have had one more. I guess I miscounted, but anyway, I've got one single one. She's going to put that, and we'll put one more in the middle. How about that? Okay. So that when
there's not much sauce.
There's not much sauce. So let me put the cheese in here because we want to add the rest of the sauce over the whole thing. Okay, let me do this. We're going to put the last one right in the middle. Normally I would put one on either side. She's going to pour all that. This is good. Now, sometimes what I do when I have a dish like this, I kind of give it a shake because what that does is lets all the moisture sort of settle in there. And we're going to put a little bit of this cheese on the top so it melts nicely. And you want to design the top with the little wedges?
Okay. Let's see.
You think your kids will like this?
Yeah.
So we're going to stick it in our oven. It's only up to about 3.5, but that's okay. We'll put it in for about 10 minutes or so. You don't have to put foil on it. Just something to let it cook. So, you think we'll be ready for this? Nicole, it's been about 15 minutes?
Yes.
Let's see what we've got. Ooh, that's looking good. See, it's kind of bubbly and nice. She's going to put it right on a hot plate here.
Smells good.
Good. Does it smell good? Okay. We're going to lift that out with the with this. Put it on our plate. And then we're going to be doing this. I cut up a papaya that we had since we don't have tomatoes. Here comes Papa. Here he is right here. He's at the back door. He went to get milk for us. Hi, Papa.
Hi.
Good. So we're going to have that. We're making that green
Green pepper.
green chili. We're going to put some of them full of carbs for you and a little feta cheese. Good. Now, doesn't that look tasty? Bon appetit.
Yum.
Yummy.
You like that?
I love it.